Hey YouTube, Jim here. Been a while since I posted a couple of angelfish breeding videos, so I thought I'd show you what I've been up to lately. These are a couple of discus that I raised from a very young age, and they paired off and I had some success breeding them. They're a strain of pigeon blood. I'm not exactly sure what they are. I call them orange melon, but they could be red melon or Marlboros, not really sure. All I really know for sure is they're not what I ordered when I got them from a breeder in Florida. But they're nice looking fish and they're healthy, so I'm kind of happy with them. So they breed a lot like angelfish. We'll call this day one when they're laying the eggs. Female lays the eggs first, male passes over and fertilizes them. This is a piece of PVC pipe. You can get it any local hardware store. Not sure how many eggs they laid, maybe around 100. Takes about 3 days to hatch. So this is day 4. You can see the dark ones are the ones that are viable and they are starting to hatch here. By the end of the day they had pretty much all hatched out. As you can see, if you look closely, they're starting to wiggle around there. So had probably about 75 or 100 hatch in this batch. And they'll stay stuck there for about 3 more days after they hatch. With the parents looking after them. So I raise them in somewhat soft tap water. But if you really want to get a good hatch rate, I really recommend you do 100% reverse osmosis. I've personally noticed a very big difference in the amount that hatch. And so by day 6 or 7, they should start free swimming. And I would have expected they would immediately rush to their parents, but for some reason, spawns from this pair would take a couple of days before they would attach to their parents. I'm not sure if that's normal. I don't think it is, but that's the case with every spawn this pair did. I was really worried at first because they would scatter, and then finally they would start coming around like they are here and start to settle in on their parents at night. So after swimming for about 48 hours, then they really settled in and bonded to their parents. And then at that point they really start growing rapidly. It's quite surprising. I didn't realize how fast they were growing till you start looking at the videos and just see the difference in a few days. So I let them feed on their parents for about a week. I didn't feed them at all for the first week. As you can see, just a couple days later, you can tell they're getting a whole lot larger and are very actively feeding on their parents. So by about 2 weeks after the eggs were laid and about a week free swimming, I started supplementing them with baby brine shrimp. But again, you can see how quickly these guys grow on their parents. Pretty amazing. Discus caring for their young is pretty unique, and it's really fascinating to watch. And after about 3 weeks, I pulled them away from their parents because they looked like they were about to spawn again. So put them in a 10-gallon tank and ultimately a 40-gallon tank, and they just kept growing like crazy. Here you can see 2.5 months later they were all ready for sale. So I'll keep this video brief. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you have some success with discus too. Take care till next time.